Hi, Cancer Leo Cusp Collective. Welcome back to Cusp of Roses for your general love message reading. I hope that this live finds you in the highest vibration possible, and I thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you're new here to my channel, welcome. Make sure you read through the description box below. Okay, it's gonna have everything you really need to know in order to get in alignment with my main readings here on my channel, how to connect with me outside of YouTube, and other important resources for you to learn more about yourself through your natal chart and your 7 main energy centers or chakras. You can also check out the first link in my description box or hit that join button to look at the membership tiers that I'm offering here on YouTube. If any of those perks interest you, definitely sign up. I'd love to have you on the membership side of things, okay? Cancer Leo, before we get started, let's just offer up some gratitude into our space. Do whatever gratitude practice feels right for you. I'm going to do the same, and then we'll see what these cards have to say, okay? Divine Mother, Heavenly Father, Holy Spirit, my ascended ancestors, and all holy angels, I thank you so much for being here with me and with the Cancer Leo Cusp Collective of Energy here on YouTube for this general love message reading. I thank you, Divine, for clearing my energy and allowing me to channel the most important messages that the Cancer Leo Cusp community and collective of vibes and energies need to hear right now regarding their love life, whether this is the love surrounding them, the love within them, the love connected to them, or love coming towards them. Whatever's most important, we do ask that that come forward. And we thank you so much for your love, your guidance, your grace, your support, your protection, your mercy, peace that you bring, and your presence with us in this moment. We love you, and so it is. All right. Let's see, Cancer Leo, what you got going on here. For Cancer Leo, okay, you got Law of Attraction. We attract what we are. Use the law of attraction to manifest your perfect match by being the perfect match to yourself first. Okay? Again, which calls you to look inward here, Cancer Leo, and not outward. Speaking of looking inward, you got self-love. All right? It says as you, hold on. Let me scoop this here. Wow, that was unnecessary. Ooh. Oh, you can zoom in on this thing? No way. Get out of here. I didn't even know you could do that. Learn something new every day. All right, back to you here, Cancer Leo. Tell me more about this love energy for Cancer Leo. One more, Divine. You got listen and reflect. Ooh, excuse my pepper if you can hear him. I think the mailman just came. Not his favorite person. But yeah, Cancer Leo, at the end of the day right here, it's the law of attraction. Your self-love is going to bring you the love or the lover that you are looking for, okay? Listen and reflect says, as sometimes what a person needs is not a wise mind that speaks, but a patient heart that listens, okay? And as you love who you are, you become more confident in your relationships and with yourself, okay? So there is this energy of second guessing what you want here, Cancer Leo, what you're attracted to for some of y'all. Like, yeah, it's just this energy of second guessing. Like, I don't know if that's what I really feel. Is that what it is? It's like there's this a little bit of lack of confidence here. In your energy, Cancer Leo, that I think you just want to maybe listen to those doubts that are coming up, not take them and absorb them as truth, but listen to what your inner mind is saying. What are you doubting? What aren't you confident about? What makes you second guess this, or what you deserve, or your energy, or whatever this might be. We'll get more details soon. It's like there's a need to just listen and reflect to your own self, right? Like, it's listening to your heart as opposed to trying to reason through things or trying to logically kind of sort through, okay, well, this is that and this is that. It's like, what does your heart feel about it? Because you could say that all day, right? Like, okay, it just is what it is, or this is, you know, whatever. You can reason and use logic all you want here, Cancer, Leo. But when it comes to love, you have to listen to your heart. Okay? You cannot just throw the heart away or act as if what your heart desires doesn't matter, or try to convince your heart that it wants something that it doesn't. Okay? Some of you, this is like definitely a head over heart. I don't want to say battle, but it's just misalignment. Okay? But let's get some more details. Tell me more about this law of attraction, self-love, and listen and reflect energy here for Cancer, Leo, Divine. Some of you, it's like, even if you're dating here, Cancer, Leo, it's like when you come up against someone else's flaws or things that maybe you don't like, or maybe put them in the view of being less than perfect, there could be a lot of critical energy that comes up. Like, hard to accept that, but that's just a reflection. Listen and reflect. Like, listen to what you're critical about these other people or these other suitors about. What are you critiquing them on? What's, you know, the hang up? What makes them less than perfect, right? And then whatever that is, listen to that, because that's how you really truly feel about yourself, right? We only judge and treat people the way we treat ourselves. So if you don't give yourself room for mistakes, or room to grow, or room to not get it right, or to not know, then you're not going to allow the people that you're connecting to romantically that space or that room, right? Yeah. Okay, we got the Fool, the Hierophant, and the King of Swords. Like I said, that critical mind. Okay. Yeah, that's exactly what that energy is. It's like when you're embarking on something new here, or, you know, especially when it comes to love, maybe entertaining new suitors, it's like you approach it with a very cold. It just feels a little cold, Cancer, Leo. It just feels very like, this is right, this is wrong, this is black, this is white, this is what it is. And if you step outside of those lines, you know what I mean? Like, it's a very strong moral compass, maybe, or a strong sense of what's right and what's wrong. With the Hierophant, right? It's like, I think there's just a need to listen to that. Like, pay attention to what you criticize others on here, Cancer, Leo, especially when it's other lovers, because it's really the critique you hold against yourself. And maybe that's too stern, right? Especially with the Fool here, maybe there isn't enough. This is what I'm saying. It's like, I don't think you guys give yourself enough room to make mistakes, to be human, to grow, to learn, right? So then when someone comes in your energy, or you're dating someone and they fuck up, or they, you know, say something you don't like, do something you don't like, it's like automatic sternness. Like this King of Swords, this Hierophant comes out, right? Okay. Yeah, I kind of want to put this up here. Tell me more about this law of attraction. Ooh, yeah. Some of you, it's to protect yourself. You don't want to get hurt. I mean, and who does, right? We're all human. No one really wants to be hurt. No one wants to be heartbroken. No one wants to be betrayed. No one wants to feel stupid or silly or foolish for giving someone a chance, for pursuing something, right? You don't want to make a mistake. So it's like approaching love, approaching the situation with a very like logical mind. That's what I was saying. It's like someone is just a little too deep and too steeped in logic. And maybe, again, logic and like this sense of tradition, and this is how it should be done. And this, you know, it's like it's not very flexible. Okay, but I think it's not flexible because of this heartbreak. Because it's like, I just heard that clearly. Last time I was flexible, last time I let it just be what it was, I ended up getting hurt really bad, right? I ended up getting betrayed. I ended up having my heart broken. I ended up, you know, not being safe or not being in a healthy situation. Or again, it's just like someone is really rigid because they don't want to be hurt. So it's like taking the emotion out of it and making it in a logical kind of looking at it through a logical lens for someone here makes them feel like they're protecting themselves from heartbreak, from disappointment, as opposed to being in this Fool energy, which is a little just more carefree, more willing to take the risk. All right, yeah, I'll fall off the cliff. I might bump my head. I might scrape my knee, whatever. It's fine. You know, it's just very in the moment, so caught up in the moment that, yeah, you fall off the cliff. You fall head first, head over heels, right? Like it's that energy. Someone is trying to either prevent that or just has this barrier. Or again, it's like doesn't want to be the fool anymore. Not the fool in love. Someone's tired of that, for sure. Tell me more about this law of attraction here for Cancer, Leo. Yeah. Because last time, that's what I'm saying, because the last time you were the fool in love, it failed. It didn't grow the way you wanted it to. It didn't blossom into anything that was substantial with the Seven of Pentacles. Okay. But it's like on the other end, it's like, okay, that could be true. But on the other end, being in this King of Swords, Hierophant energy isn't going to keep you from preventing you from having heartbreak. It's actually going to block you from having love or experiencing it. So it's a fine line here, Cancer, Leo. And it's not easy. Like, yes, I can sit here and say this all day, right? But living it out and actually putting it to practice is hard. Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, I just feel like somebody doesn't want to get played out of their worth. Or, ooh, what else was here? Yeah, the Three of Cups was here. Three of Cups with the Three of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Hierophant. It's like, yeah, someone doesn't want to put themselves in a situation where they are undervalued. I just heard that. Oh, wow. I just heard that. So I don't want to be one of many. Do you know what I mean? Someone is like, I don't want to be one of many. But again, here, Cancer, Leo, just a quick thing. If you focus on the heartbreak, if you focus on the pain, and if you let that pain or let that feeling of betrayal define who you are, then that's what's going to be mirrored back to you. You attract what we are. So there's a need to hold on to some sense of self-worth with the Queen of Pentacles, even if other people didn't see it. Okay? Even if you did experience this heartbreak or went through some form of betrayal or like, you know, felt stabbed in the back in some way, you know, pain is pain. However it happened, right? Yeah, I just feel like there's a need to find this celebratory energy of all that you are, all that you bring to the table, Queen of Pentacles, right? I also get this sense of respect. So with this law of attraction, it's like this perfect match is going to have to respect how your values, like I think that that's going to have to be there, right? They're going to have some sense of understanding and or alignment with what you deem valuable and worthy. With the Fool here and the Hierophant, those are two opposing energies, right? The Hierophant is not foolish by any means. The Hierophant represents a lot of higher knowledge, higher learning, and wisdom. So this isn't repeating the same cycle over and over again. This is moving in accordance with the lessons learned. Okay, so you are going to have to attract someone, or someone who is your perfect match will have to be someone who learns from their lessons. Seven of Pentacles. Who sits there, looks at it, reviews it, sees what went wrong, is honest, holds themselves accountable for what they did do, didn't do, whatever the case is, and moves forward in accordance with that, as opposed to fall right off the same cliff again. Do you see what I'm saying? But in order to be in alignment with somebody like that, you got to check that first within yourself, Cancer Leo. Okay? Speaking of the self, let's look into this self-love energy. Okay? Two of Wands. As you love who you are, you become more confident in your relationships and with yourself, right? Knight of Cups. It feels like knowing, again, know what you bring to the table. Know what offers you're willing to receive, which ones you aren't. Okay? Yeah, Six of Cups. It's like someone is having to make peace here with some emotional energy. Meaning in the sense of whatever this Three of Swords brings out for you. Especially if I say the Three of Swords and you automatically know those maybe 3 situations or more than 3 situations that did cause a lot of pain for you. Maybe when it comes to love and relationships. It's like, it's almost like understanding that that is behind you, right? Easier said than done for this reading here, Cancer Leo. Okay, that's the tone, but it's like, yes, those things are behind you. You can look forward now. Two of Wands. Tell me more about this Knight of Cups with self-love. Whether this is you needing to offer yourself more love here again. I mean, that's the root of self-love, right? Yeah, Page of Swords. It's like you gotta change. Okay, let me slow down. Not that you have to change anything, but with this Page of Swords, it's like, be kind of skeptical about the cups that come your way. Like I said, rather than just jumping at the first cup that comes, or falling right in with someone who shows interest, right? It's like, take the time to be a little bit more discerning. Little more skepticism would do you good here, Cancer Leo. Okay, because it's not bad let me say that it's not bad to be analytical or use logic when it comes to love. You just don't want to solely reside in that, right? That's why this is the Page of Swords, not the King of Swords, right? King of Swords is void of all emotional attachment to anything. No, it's Aquarian energy. This is about what makes logical sense. It's like more business over pleasure. The Page of Swords is like, okay, like, I'll hear you out, I'll see you, I'll go forward, but I'm paying attention. Do you know what I mean? Pay attention to the cups that are being offered to you, not every cup you want to sip from. Okay, that's how you avoid a lot of heartbreak that might be unnecessary. It's also how you protect your peace. Six of Cups. Tell me more about this self-love. Yeah. Protect your peace. Nine of Swords. Five of Cups. Yeah. I almost feel like I'm talking to a group of y'all where there's this energy of like a fear of missing out. So it's like, I feel like I have to always be open to whatever love offer comes my way and explore it, because I don't want to miss out on an opportunity to find my person, to find peace, to find harmony, to balance. You see what I'm saying? So maybe that's what it is with this Page of Swords, not spending enough time looking at the details, listen and reflect, right? Not really hearing things out or seeing things all the way clear. Someone like gives the benefit of the doubt a lot, right? Like, will kind of ignore red flags here a little bit for the sake of connection. Okay, and I know some of this might be a little hard to hear, Cancer Leo, but know that it's coming from a very caring place, okay? Right, it's like, I don't want to be disappointed. Five of Cups. I don't want to miss out on the opportunity to enjoy these Three of Cups, or to enjoy love or have love. And it's like, that's all fine and dandy, but when it comes at the risk of your own self-love, it's like, At what point here, Cancer, Leo, do you put your peace first above someone else's interest in you? Because then it's like if you maybe pass on this Knight of Cups, right? The energies I'm tapping into would then be up all night thinking about it. Was that the right thing to do? Did I do the right thing? Or, oh, was that my person? Was that a path I should have took? Should I have went there? It's like second guessing. There's this lack of trust in your own discernment. Okay. Which leaves you vulnerable a little bit, because then it's like, okay, I'm going to go against what my intuition is saying just because I don't want to miss out on an opportunity for love. But again, not every cup that comes your way, Cancer, Leo, is the cup you have to sip out of. And that's, whoa, where learning the lessons would come in, right? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, this fear of missing out leaves somebody in limbo mentally, constantly overthinking if they made the right choice. Was that the thing? Was it? I don't know. You know what I mean? It's like, where's the confidence in? And I think that that's the disconnect, the mind over heart disconnect here, especially with the Hierophant. It's like, have you learned from the past heartbreak or not, Cancer, Leo? No judgment either way. If it's no, I don't feel like I've learned, okay, then that's where you start. If it's a yes, then this Nine of Swords and this Two of Swords energy isn't reflecting that. Do you know what I mean? I think, and if you find yourself in that from time to time, rest back on this Hierophant energy. No, I know what I know. I know what I've been through, right? I know what it feels like to have those three swords shoved in the heart. But rather than focus on the pain, focus on the lesson. What did it teach you? What is it teaching you? And then hold on to that, and that's how you move forward. A lot of you, what was taught was around your own value and what you're worthy of and what you're not worthy of. Okay? All right, let's listen. Look into listen and reflect. Some of you, yeah, okay. I'll save that. Yeah, Nine of Pentacles. Again, worth. Self-worth. Like, where is that energy? And I feel like when you get into this Nine of Swords energy, Cancer, Leo, because again, you're the cusp of oscillation. So it's, you go back and forth. You go back and forth, right? It's that Two of Swords energy. When you find yourself overthinking something, especially when it comes to love, or when you find yourself ruminating on whether or not you made the right choice or made the right decision, or if you're being too critical or too harsh, or you know what I'm saying? It's like when you feel like you want to wane, take a moment, pause, do some breath work maybe, right? I feel like I want to take a deep breath. And just listen to what that anxiety is trying to say. Listen to what you're fearing. And measure it up against this Hierophant energy. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like there's a need to not let the mind or the worry or the fear overtake the truth. Or cloud what you already know. It's like some of you know, it's a hard time moving in it. I know what I'm worth, Queen of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles. But when love comes in, it's like some of that goes out of the window for the sake of that connection, okay? Some of you, it's with the Six of Cups, it's a lot deeper than just, I want love. It's like, why? Do you know what I mean? It's like there's this void, I feel like, Cancer, Leo, that you're trying to fill with other people. Or that's the pattern. Okay? And that's why law of attraction, self-love, and listen and reflect is super important for you when it comes to your love life here. Because that void you're trying to fill with other people can't be filled with someone else. How you fill that void is standing in your worth and your value. Not just letting any cup, any offer, not just, you see what I'm saying? It's like protecting your heart a little bit better. Not ignoring your intuition. Not forgetting your lessons learned. Tell me more about listen and reflect here for Cancer, Leo. Yeah, you got the Magician. You got This Is the Way. And the Nine of Cups. That's what I'm saying. The Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Cups. It's like, and I feel like that's just the tone. All of this is so much easier said than actually done and put into practice, Cancer, Leo. Trust me, I know this. Okay? And I understand, especially with this energy, it's like I get how difficult this could be. This desire for love, this want for love, this yearning for love, wanting connection, but then how do you balance that out with what you know you need and what you know you deserve? It's like, don't self-sacrifice, okay, for the sake of love. Stand in what you know you're worth. Stand in what you know would make you happy. And trust that you can manifest a partner, a perfect match, someone who's going to understand or support or mirror that love relationship you have with yourself. That's the key. Okay? Good. Eight of Swords. There's a lot here, Cancer, Leo, okay? So this is again with the law of attraction, self-love, and listen and reflect. It's time to go within and really sort through this. Rather than fill your time with other people, rather than trying to get over something quicker, it's like someone is like ignoring or having a hard time facing that Three of Swords pain. But I think the more time you spend with that energy, the more time you acknowledge and just let it be, the clearer things will become. Okay? Especially with this Eight of Swords over the Nine of Pentacles, it's like you sometimes I feel like for the collective I'm tapping into here, when love comes your way, it's like a kid in a candy store. It's like your eyes get big. It just, things that you know to be true, right? It just kind of goes out of the window. You go from this King of Swords energy being very clear-headed, clear-minded to this Page of Swords. Missing the context clues. Overlooking certain things. Just for this feeling of the Knight of Cups, right? The Knight of Cups is lovely, right? Think of the Knight of Cups as like that first initial attraction to someone where it's just like, oh, I really like them, and it's all kind of sunshiny and rainbowy, right? It's like, that's what makes Cancer, Leo fall from the King of Swords to the Page of Swords. Willing to overlook certain things for the sake of that feeling. But then when those things that you overlook come back, right, come out, or you can't ignore it anymore, then you're back here in this Five of Cups. Yeah? So there's also this level of accountability here, Cancer, Leo, to love yourself enough to not put yourself in those situations, okay? And I think that that's what someone might be working through, okay? Tell me more about listen and reflect here for Cancer, Leo. Yeah, working through it. Four of Swords. So you're gonna get through it, Cancer, Leo. You'll figure it out, okay? You definitely will. You'll find the peace that you need, okay? And it'll get clear. This Three of Swords won't be so foggy. It'll get clear. I just feel like what also will be very important is you'll find the way. This is the way to your happiness. What you actually want, what you like, your own joy here. Again, that's that self-love. Some of you need to really fall deep into your self-love energy. And yes, although the Nine of Cups can sometimes be overindulgent, right? A little selfish, a little bit. I feel like that's what you need right now, Cancer Leo. You need some selfish time. You need it. You need it. Okay? Okay. Last message here for listen and reflect. Yeah. You need it to move forward. Six of Swords. To move on. To clear your mind for good. Right? So that your mind isn't riddled with this Three of Swords. You're not overthinking it, second guessing your decisions. Two of Swords, Nine of Swords. Right? That you're at the Four. A lot of swords here. You're at the Four of Swords, right? You're at peace with it. You know what you allow yourself to be blinded by with this Eight of Swords. Okay? And you move on from it. All right, Cancer Leo, sending you all so much love because this is definitely hard. This is not easy. Trust me. I feel like I've said it a million times, but it's so much easier said than done. Okay? So trust me, I know that I'm not saying this from just, hop, skip, and jump and you'll be good. No. This is a journey. Learning to really love yourself is the journey. It's a process. Okay? But you're going to get through it. You'll definitely get through it, and you'll find that sense of worth and value. Queen of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles. You'll find that confidence. It'll come. Okay, tell me more of what Cancer Leo needs to focus on when it comes to this energy. Respect. That's my thing. Like, respect. Self-love, self-respect, one and the same. When you ignore red flags from lovers and partners, when you ignore that little nagging that maybe, I shouldn't, when you ignore that, it's not respecting yourself. Okay? It says you value everyone's unique perspective on the path to love. It's right. I think it's one thing, and I do feel like I'm talking to a group of you who maybe you're very empathetic towards other people's paths, right? So you want to respect it. You want to give them the benefit. That's what it feels like. It's like I give them the benefit of the doubt because, they've been through a lot. And, and it's like that's all fine and good and dandy. But just because somebody has wounds, Cancer, Leo, you can't heal everybody. You cannot. You cannot. Especially when those connections require you to lose a little bit of self-respect for the sake of loving this person or healing this person or being that thing that they need that they never got. A lot of that, you can get caught up in it. Yeah. So yeah, you can respect, okay, that's what they've been through on their path. That's not for you to fix. They have to be committed, Hierophant, to fixing that themselves. That might be a sign, right? If this person is just willing to kind of sit in the Three of Swords, not learn their lessons, just keep doing the same thing. You see what I'm saying? It's like that's a lack of self-respect on their end. Try not to absorb it or mirror it. It's not your responsibility to fix every cup or shine up every cup that comes your way. Trust me and believe, Cancer Leo, when you have that healing spirit, that healing energy, people who need it will seek you out. They can smell it on you. Okay? So that's where self-love, respect, boundaries come into play. Yeah, ownership. You have to take ownership of your role that you play in this Three of Swords, right? In the Nine of Swords, it's ownership. You acknowledge your misdeeds and accomplishments alike and learn to love them all as lessons. That's what I'm saying. So if the cups that are coming your way don't want to take ownership for whatever pain they carry, whatever they've been through, right? Like they're not owning it. They're just kind of letting it be maybe a crutch or an excuse to do reckless things or do whatever or treat people a certain way. It's like, that's a red flag. That's a huge red flag. Because what you need, Cancer Leo, is someone who takes ownership of what their mistakes and their accomplishments alike, like this says, and learns their lessons. Learns it. Okay? And in order, with that law of attraction, in order to get into alignment with somebody like that, you got to make sure you're doing that for yourself too. So this ownership is, I'm not blaming anyone for hurting me, no. Okay, whatever action they chose to do, that's for them to learn, and that's the carry. You know, I'm going to learn from what I did and didn't do. If I ignored my intuition and that got me here to this Three of Swords, Five of Cups, that's on me. Ownership. Taking your power back rather than being they did and they did and they did and if they didn't and da-da-da-da-da. Rather than pointing the finger, own it. Okay? Because I do feel like for some of y'all, Spirit was warning you. Spirit gave you clear signs. It's just things got a little foggy with that Knight of Cups. Okay? You have integrity. You demonstrate the truth and honesty of your soul and manifest love with your every action. Ownership and integrity, one and the same. And responsibility, right? It's your responsibility here, Nine of Pentacles, to make sure that you're rooted, you're grounded. Queen of Pentacles, right? You are responsible for knowing your worth and moving in that. If someone comes along and mistreats you, that's out of alignment with what you know you're worthy of, that's on them. But it's up to you to uphold that, not to fall into, okay, well, they're treating me like this, so I must be worth. No. That's on them. You're responsible for you. You are responsible for your own thoughts, for what you feel, and the actions that you take. Nobody else but you. Okay, last one here, and you got unity. You understand that the love shared with another is amplified and has a ripple effect across the universe. So for some of y'all, what's most important here, especially in terms of your love life, is coming into a deeper union with yourself. Some of you leave, like I said, some of you leave your intuition behind or allow certain things or certain energies to kind of cloud your judgment. Okay? Again, I keep hearing giving the benefit of the doubt. It's like, oh, you're listening to them, right? You're hearing what they're saying. You're enjoying the love offer, but you're ignoring the red flags because you're giving them the benefit of the doubt. Well, that's their thing. I just, okay. And it's a beautiful thing to do, right? We're all human. It's not to say to be shrewd and crude with people because, again, everybody has their unique path to love. But at this point, Cancer Leo, especially with the Hierophant out here, you've learned enough. You've been through enough to know when someone's in alignment with you and when they're not. And rather than falling into this second-guessing yourself game or overthinking it and worrying about it, it's like, trust what your spirit is guiding. Some of you need to really reconnect with your own inner, your higher self, your spirit. It's like there's a disconnect here. And I think the key to that reconnection is ownership. You have to take ownership and be responsible, have responsibility over your own actions, what you've allowed, how you participate in your own suffering. Because those that continue to do the same thing, you see what I'm saying? It's not learning the lesson. Okay? So this was rough. I understand. And Cancer Leo, trust me, I am coming from such a deep space of love because you are not alone in this. We all go through this. This is what it means to be human. But I think you're at a point now, Cancer Leo, where you know. You just got to start walking in what you know. You got to start standing firm in what you know. Pentacles. your lessons learned. Okay? All right, Cancer Leo, this has been your general love message reading. I know that this was tough, but I hope it was helpful and insightful. Maybe gave you some clarity around what you might have been going through or dealing with in the now moment. Whenever you find this is when it's meant. This is timeless. So I thank you guys for being here. If any of this resonated with you, supported you, helped you, make sure you give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comment section below. Thank you, Jerry. And happy Friday, Micheline. Thank you, love, for being here. And I will see you all in the next one.